for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
On one, ready?
Get the ball, defense. Let's go.
11 mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down line. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. An option handoff here to Mixon. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Done.
2nd down and 3. Burrow on play action. This pass caught. It's Woods. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out front.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Jackson now. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football.
Here we go.
Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, or they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now it's Burrow. And this throw will be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in this wild card game. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that's 100 catches.
When you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Hey, we have an offense. Play it safe, boys. Play it safe. We got a few yards here. Let's go. Forward.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Likely. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Beckham, the return. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get it down this time to 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Trey Hendrickson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing is Jackson.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll make it a score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
It could be worse, but I feel like no.
On 1, ready?
Defense go, defense, pick up.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going. Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Why does this even have to happen?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're going to...
Downfield, he's been open all day.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get the first down as he covers
That's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Keep him up. Safe, boys.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Quick. This is our game to win, offense. Come on this time. Let's go.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Maybe a gain if he earned that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. In motion left is Beckham. On 3rd down, Burrow. It's caught by OBJ. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they will take a knee here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Keep it up. Keep it up. Come on, baby. Turn it up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Mixon is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Mixon again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
A 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now Jackson. Pass complete, it's likely.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson to throw.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Teamwork. It's a waste of time. Do it. Eat. Fight more.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go! Big play! Big play! Yeah! Here we go!
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11.
In motion comes the tight end left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. In motion goes the tight end.
11, Tommy. 12. 11. 11 MT.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long.
Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11, Thomas.
Defense, one stop.
11, MT, take.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
from 13 yards out.
And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
And they bring the big tight end across the formation left.
12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Bengals going to look to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so on, everybody.
Play together.